Hello and welcome to a secret special nighttime edition of Hearthstone. It is currently nearly 4 in the morning and my wife is asleep, so this is a big risk for me, but she has assured me that she is a heavy sleeper and can sleep through anything, so we will put that to the test. Now, when we last left off, I had cleared 2 out of 3 of the Alderman bosses on Heroic, and then had the third and final one, Archaedas, to go. And what I said I was going to do is I was going to go off recording and just sort of figure things out for myself so you don't have to see all the dire, terrible failures, and I will just get to somewhere where I'm close to winning and then go from there. But then something unexpected happened and I actually just won, which you will currently see a screenshot of now. And after taking that screenshot, I conceded, because I decided that I wanted us to experience this win together, okay? Because it's more communal that way. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go to the deck that I made and show you how it works, show you my thought process as I was making it. So, this one's called I Dare, because who dares the wrath of the makers, do you understand? And here is what each and every card means to me. Now, the way Archaedas works is, of course, his hero power, every turn, he gives you a 0-2 statue, and he gives himself a 0-5 statue. And what makes them scary is that in addition to him being able to buff them up, he also has a card that allows him to destroy all the statues and then deal damage depending on how many statues were destroyed. So you never really want a lot of statues to build up. So just buffing up statues, which was my first thought with a kind of priest deck, didn't really work because, of course, those statues, you can't trust them, they're dangerous. So I wanted a deck that focused on both buffing up those statues but also getting rid of them. So we have Power Overwhelming, give a friendly minion +4/+4 until end of turn, then it dies horribly. Essentially what this meant is that I can use one of my statues to deal a lot of damage and then get rid of it in one fell swoop. It's very useful. Abusive Sergeant, again, give a minion 2 attack. I can briefly use my statue as a damaging move, and also hopefully kill it. Since mine only has 2 health, it will die to most things. The Reliquary Seeker, if I have 6 other minions, it becomes a 5/5. Now, in the turn that I won, I never actually got to use the Reliquary, if that's how you pronounce that, Seeker, but I think this is a good card anyway, because if I can get into a 5/5, that turns into a perfect statue killer. His statues have 0-5, and I want to keep them under control, so if I can hit them for 5, it's perfect, and that is indeed how I ended up winning. If you looked back at the screenshot, I had a lower Theb, and that was just doing a lot of work for me, and we'll come to him soon. Doomsayer, this is a pretty important card, I feel, because at the beginning of the game, when he gets a couple of statues, he's likely to buff them up into 3/8s with Taunt, and he'll usually have 2 or stuff at the time. If you manage to put down a Doomsayer on turn 2, he will still buff them up, because AIs aren't very clever, and then you can immediately get rid of them. Ironbeak Owls, just in case I can't get lucky with a Doomsayer, is still a good way to get rid of any sort of nasty buffs he puts on his statues. Nerubian Eggs, honestly, okay, there's not much thought here, they're just sticky minions that maybe I can activate. I mean, if only they were 5/5 Nerubians, that'd be perfect, but there's still something for me to work with. Son of Fury Protector, of course, I can give my statues Taunt, which means he has to kill them for me, which is great. Void Terror, I can kill 2 of my own statues to make a 3/7, which, is fine, but it's the getting rid of the 2 statues that I think makes this Void Terror really important. Implosion, it's just a great way to fill my board, and the quicker I can fill my board, not only can I get these guys working, but also you can hopefully stop putting statues on my side of the board, which means I don't have to worry about dealing with those statues on the board. Do you get it? The Defender of Argus, again, just give my statues Taunt so he has to kill them. Kazan Mystic, because he has a Paladin secret, the one where if you summon more than 3 minions he gets to kill one, so if I can just nab that as he puts it up, that's perfect for me. Doomguard, again, it's 5 attack, it's a great way to get rid of his statues. Lower Theb, now, the way Lower Theb works, enemy spells cost 5 more next turn. Basically, when you play Lower Theb, your enemy's just generally not going to use spells the turn after that, so you can breathe a sigh of relief. But what made him really important for me is just the fact that he does 5 attack. It makes him great at clearing statues. Spectral Knight, that's just a big tough minion that you can't immediately get rid of with spells. I thought that was important. Sylvanas Windrunner, again, her Death Rattle can be quite cool, take control of an enemy minion. Obviously I don't necessarily want to take one of his statues, but a statue on my side is easy to get rid of with things like Power Overwhelming than it is on his side, so it was just something to consider. But also, Sylvanas again, 5 attack, 5 health, she can be really good at clearing the enemy statues. Dr. Boom is just a really good card, so I stuck him in there. Twisting Nether. Now, of course, I've got Doomsayer to get rid of emergency situations at the start, If the game runs late, and it will because heroic bosses like have loads of health, so games tend to be quite long, this is just like a late game emergency. If things are getting too scary for me, I can just get rid of everything, reset the board. And Molten Giant, you know, you take damage, quite a bit of damage in these heroic games, might as well get some nice big minions out of it, you know? And if you looked at the screenshot, I had 10 health, and indeed, you know, 3 Molten Giants because of that. So that's the way that's all working. Now let's see if I can get it to work again, because I did not in fact kill the boss on the first try with this deck. This is just the second deck that I made, and it worked. So, we're going to go back.
The stone giant Archaedas has got the headpiece, but he won't give it up without a fight.
We're going to go back, but I know in my heart of hearts that no matter how badly things are about to go, I don't need to change my deck, because it is a winning deck. So, we're just going to play it, and hopefully it won't be too long until we win with it again. In fact, if I can win with it again first time, that'll be knowledge for me that I've made a good deck, because I was rather proud of making a deck that could beat this boss so quickly, especially after just how long it took me with Scarvash.
Versus Archaedas!
Who dares the wrath of the Maker?
Perfect. I love being able to see that.
Shall be mine.
I love being able to see that in my hand, because I'm just going to throw that immediately down. It keeps me completely safe. So, what was I going to say? I'm not going to play that.
Of the ancient titans. Oh, the stories he could tell us.
If he weren't too busy burying you in stone.
It feels tempting to play it because I can, but of course it's useless to me unless I can activate its battle cry. So, we're just going to end the turn. Feels scary, but it's really not. Plus, I'm going to put down my Doomsayer anyway, so what's the point? So yeah, I am, as I've said before, not very good at building decks, so I was quite proud that I was able to make a deck that worked this quickly. I put a lot of thought into it, unlike that priest deck for the Rod guy, where it's like, oh, just put some good cards together. Now, oh, he's going to play the coin. Is he going to buff his minions? It's great news if he does. There you go. Minions buffed only to immediately die. This is a great start for me, and I am happy. I didn't even take 3 face damage. So now what do I want to do? I'm just going to draw a card, because, alright. There you go, there's the Void Terror. I can use him later on, no doubt. So just going to end the turn. Again, this is useless to me without the Battle Cry, because we're not going to chip away 45 health. That's just not a thing that's really going to happen. So, okay. He's going for the taunt straight away, and that is good for me, because it means that I can just silence it, and as far as I know, he only has 2 of those in hand, so now we don't need to worry about it. So we'll just stick the owl in there. I'm going to put it on the other side, actually, so that my Void Terror can get both the statues. There's no point in killing my owl when I want to use it as a statue killer, so we will just silence that, and we'll draw another card. I don't want to use my hero power too often, obviously, because he's going to deal some damage to us at some point, but until that happens, have a good time. Okay, so here comes the secret. I can just get rid of that immediately. Okay, alright. Taking some hits, and that is a shame. How can I play this? I don't need to take the secret immediately because it's only going to kill my 4th minion, and now I no longer have 4 minions, so I can think about this one. I can think using my mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down the Void Terror to get rid of those and turn me to 3/7, and then I should only have 1 minion, which means I can put down my other owl to silence that totem, thus rendering him threatless once more. Now there are only 2 statues on the board, which means that if he uses it, okay, there's 4, but that's still not so bad. Okay, he's bringing out his dwarf. Things are getting pretty bad for us. Owl's going down, no problem at all. We have got a lot we can do here. Okay, let's implosion the dwarf and hopefully kill it. Oh well, we can only get so lucky. I was hoping that we could kill the dwarf, get imps, and then immediately activate this, but alas, we can't always get what we want in that way. So, yeah, I'm gonna kill that. My question is, do I want to use a power overwhelming on anything? I'm going to say no for now, because I can kill that next turn with one of my imps. I can't kill that this turn. Then again, it might be worth... yeah, screw it. I'm going to keep his thing as under control as possible, because I can kill that next turn with an imp as well. and that is deeply, deeply important to me. So let's end the turn. Also, I just realised if it did go well for me and I thoughtlessly dropped that Seeker, it would just die because of the secret that I haven't cleared yet. So in this case, it's a good thing for me. Alright, and he's getting rid of my dog. I don't really mind that. I don't really mind that at all. Alright, Cleave. Now that is... it's very interesting. Okay, so first of all, I want to just get his secret out of the way before, you know, before I forget about it. So, yoink! That's my secret now, the one where he plays minions and it's bad for him. So we are just going to deal the damage. And get rid of the spell dude. Enter. And now I'm thinking that with this Defender of Argus, we can turn this into a 5-attack minion. And as soon as we can do that, we can start keeping his statues under control. And that's absolutely perfect. But maybe we can't. It looks like we're about to die. No, if he's going to hit me in the face, that is perfect. You fool, you fool. You could have had it all, but instead you have nothing. Okay, so, alright, Twisting Nether. We don't need you right now. We just don't. So, I'll draw a card first. Alright, I'll use the statue. I mean, I didn't want to, because of course it's just going to be used against me at some point, but
My shield for Archaedas.
but it's okay for now. So there you go. Just clearing the statues out of the way. At least if you use this card now, that's only 9 damage. That's not going to kill anyone. So let's go. Let's go, let's have some fun. Also, I apologise if my voice sounds a bit gross. Never mind. He intuned it. That's okay. Apologise if my voice sounds a bit gross. I have just brushed my teeth, which somehow sucks out all the moisture. It's just what it does. Teeth brushing is in fact evil. So, alright, I know how we can deal with this one. We are going to get rid of my own statue. We're going to get rid of those statues, just to keep us nice and safe. And then, of course, we want the strong board presence, and Dr. Boom is going to give that to us. Also, we're getting closer to getting a Reliquary Secret on there, which is going to be great for me. So oh, okay, no, Looming Presence is not that scary. I do not care about your card draw or your armor. That is fine by me. Okay. Alright, no problem. No problem, we have got this sorted. Essentially what I want to do is we are going to use Dr. Boom as our clearer for now. We're going to hopefully bomb the rest of the board, so... Yeah, God. Well, still pretty perfect. And now we are in a pretty strong position. It looks like this deck that I crafted myself is actually pretty solid. I'm quite proud of that. I'm exceedingly proud of that, actually. Okay, that's fine. Alright, you don't scare me though, you just... He's trying hard, bless him, he's trying hard. But oh, you forgot your own secret, didn't you? There you go, your sacred trial has been failed. So, just perfect. That is exactly what I want, because I can kill this wolf and get rid of one of my statues. Okay. And the Reliquary Seeker is about to become a very, very good minion for us, finally. So there we go.
Big plans.
So we'll get rid of that. Get rid of that, and now we can start actually hitting the boss in the face. I think we're winning this. I think we're doing really well. And I could not be happier with myself, in all honesty. So, the statue's coming up. Oh no! All my face damage ruined. Okay, though, this is not a big deal. It's not that big of a deal because, okay, I'm gonna get rid of... I'm gonna get rid of him now because he's no good to me. Yeah, so I'm just thinking with my mind brain.
Suffer my wrath!
So you can suffer his wrath. We'll get the knight out there. We'll get him out there. And the boss is still going to take a few hits. My hand is empty, but somehow I don't feel like we're going to need that many more cards to close this one out. So you sculpt as much as you can. Gain the armor. At this point, you're just delaying the inevitable. You really are. So, come on. Alright.
None may steal ours.
Oh no, nerfing my demon. Deeply displeased. Oh, but look, there's a happy little replacement here.
A paltry task.
Paltry task indeed. So we'll just get rid.
I have big plans.
The makers.
Wait, let me do some maths. Nope. I didn't miss lethal. It's fine. I'm gonna be risky and risk the 2 damage. Alright, beautiful. Beautiful. I think we've got this one in the bag, to be honest. Though now he can do 9 damage again. Oh! There's my Kazan Mystic.
Dead or alive. Get in there and fight, maggot!
Alright. Okay. Okay, sure. Oh, I've got lethal. Why am I even trying to plan this turn? I can just win. Let's hit, hit, hit! I feel these glorious Seekers should have the honours. So there you go, after all this trouble with Scarvash, I guess I'm not such a hopeless case after all.
The headpiece is ours! Only one piece to go!
Getting it done. Now, despite the fact that it has been more than a week since Uldaman came out, the Ruined City hasn't actually come out yet. I assumed it would come out on Thursday, just like this did, but no. It is now Monday of the week after. Well, it's Tuesday because it's 4 in the morning. But it's after Thursday, it's basically what I'm trying to say, and we still have no Ruined City, so hopefully whatever they're cooking up is going to be really good, but it just gives me the time to save up the gold I'm going to need to buy it, because otherwise I'll have to need to pay using real money, and no. So, I hope you have fun. I hope this has been educational. Hopefully I'm not being all super proud at having killed, like, the easy boss that everyone gets to kill, but I feel like I did well there, so thank you very much for watching. Follow me on Tumblr, Twitter, all that good stuff, and I will see you later.